Hey everybody, Kathy here with Paint Pouring by Kathleen Miller. I'm so glad you joined me today because the old brainaroo was like up half the night trying to think of something really different, and I came up with this really different thing. I'm doing a 12 by 16 canvas. Okay, so my base color is mixed with my Color Place house paint from Walmart, ready to use, white. Nothing in my base. No silicone, no glue, no water. The only thing that I put in my base to make this color is Payne's Gray, and it's golden fluid acrylics. And you just put, like a few squirts in, and it came out with this beautiful like powder blue base color. And what else I'm going to do is, well, no, I'm going to tell you my colors I'm going to use first. I'm using metallics, iridescent, and pigments today. The first one is metallic bronze by Rustoleum, metallic purple by Loft, neon pink by Loft, iridescent green yellow by Pebeo, metallic cobalt blue by Loft. This is Sunburst and gold sparkle by ColourArte primary element pigments, Jasmine primary element pigments, iridescent blue-green by Pebeo. I have coral berry by ColourArte primary element pigments, and Kiwi ColourArte primary element pigments. So the twist of this is I also have a base color that I turned into dioxazine purple. So I have my base color down of my Payne's Gray. This is going to be a drizzle base that I'm including. This is a drizzle base with my Color Place house paint. So I'm not going to do as much of a drizzle like I do my drizzle. Right. This is just my drizzle that I'm incorporating into my base, and we're going to see what happens with this.
So this is a thicker drizzle.
It is.
You're trying to get a second base on top of a different drizzled color, drizzled base color.
And okay. I'm really out of my comfort zone today. I mean, I think I'm losing my mind actually, because I am actually using white cell activator, and you know that is really out of my zone. So we're going to see how all this goes on, because this is really different.
Okay.
So I'm going to start with my drizzle.
Now these are your normal drizzle.
Correct.
Paints and pigments you're going to put on now.
Yes.
Okay.
This will be my drizzle. I did a drizzle base, right, but this is my drizzle. Swipe, wreck, and spin.
And one of the reasons they're different is the bases are made out of simply the paint,
the house
paint, and the coloration that you get from those
golden fluid.
Golden fluids. Whereas now you're actually drizzling on paints and pigments that you used your recipe on.
Correct.
And that recipe can be found in video 248, and I will have a link to that directly from this video and also in the description box. So these are different drizzle recipes that you're using.
Correct.
Okay.
Because
and the reason I kind of went on like that is because I'm trying to get it straight in my head what you're doing too. So
because the drizzle base is simply my Color Place house paint with my golden fluid acrylics. That's my drizzle base.
And your original base.
And my first base, yes. My original colored base is the Payne's Gray. So this is all new. I mean, this is a whole new experiment, so we're going to see if this works. That was my metallic purple by Loft. This is my neon pink by Loft. And like I said, these are iridescent, metallics, and all pigments. So we're going to see how this goes.
Oh yeah, it's going to be kind of a fun experiment. I think you're going to get something interesting out of it. So
I'm going to have to really
let's
put my
see.
magic in this one.
As you can see, Kathy does like doing some different things, experiments. She has done a lot of pours on what we call non-canvas things like tables and
Cheese boards,
wine
wine
racks,
racks.
and plant stands and so forth. So she's done pours on things other than canvases, which are fun to watch. And we do have a non-canvas playlist that you can take a look at.
Okay, this next one is my metallic Cobalt blue.
My brain isn't working today, too good today, Kathy.
Well,
You know, I'm tongue-tied.
I don't think mine's working too good either, because look at this experiment I'm doing. It's like, holy moly.
Not one of my better days here.
We should, well, you know why your brain's not working? Because it's not as hot here today in Arizona, so your brain's defrosting.
Well, probably.
It's not
That's
all
true.
heated up.
That is true.
So anyways, we're going to see how this turns out. I don't know, with that extra, drizzle in there with the base, should be interesting.
You can see that extra drizzle color.
Yeah, you can
through,
see that pretty good. And that is the dioxazine purple. Now, we do have some new things in our Etsy shop.
We're saying things all the time.
Which
We're
are
saying
my
things.
paintings.
Okay.
Phil added some paintings. So if you'd like to go
Trinket
on there
boxes.
and see some of the new things, they're pretty cool.
Paintings, trinket boxes.
I will show them once they are all finished and dried, because they turned out really pretty.
Coasters. We have to learn. We have to learn the words of things, Kathy. We just can't say things. We have to be more
I'm so
specific.
used to just saying things.
I know you are, but
I know you are, but
I
what
know-
am I?
I know what
Remember?
you're saying.
That was in school.
I know what you're saying, but nobody else knows what you're saying.
Oh, there's probably some people that know what I'm saying. We can't just say there isn't anybody that knows what I'm saying. I mean, when you're goofy like me, you just say things.
I know you're busy concentrating on drizzling, so
See, that's your job.
my job is to be more specific, but I haven't been doing a very good job on this video, so.
Well, get with the program, Phil.
We all have our off days,
This is Iridescent Blue-Green
Okay.
by Pebeo. I think I have more off days than on days. A lot of times. I don't know where my brain comes up with all this. But man, this is really getting to be a mishmash, isn't it?
Yes, it is. But that's exactly what we're looking for. Believe it or not, this is what we want it to look like at this stage. Oh, boy.
I know. If anybody is new watching this, they're probably thinking, what is that woman doing?
Exactly.
Does she even have a clue? Sure I do. I know what I'm doing. You guys will all see. But I have to really put abracadabra into this one, because this is all new.
This is a 16 by 20 canvas. I don't know if you mentioned that.
No, this is a 12 by 16, Phil.
Okay, more misinformation from the
This
videographer.
is a 12 by 16.
Oh, geez.
Let me take over.
Well, it looks bigger through the camera.
Well, let me take over, because...
I was just seeing if you're paying attention.
Oh, sure
Yeah,
you
see?
were.
You actually pay attention to what I say.
Sometimes. If
Oh,
it's
yeah,
worth my
sometimes.
while. Sometimes.
Oh, brother.
If it's worth my while, then I will. Okay, people. We have the mishmash completed. I just have to pop a few of these bubbles, because I can see some of them are kind of big, and I don't want to swipe with them. There's a big one. There's a big one. There's a big one. I always have to lean down sideways, because then I can see them popping up better. So, there we go. Okay, so you know what? I forgot all my wipers. So,
Oh, no.
here we go.
Hey, that was my job.
Yeah, it was.
I know. I was supposed to get all Kathy's towels ready, paper towels, and again, this is not one of my better days, Kathy.
Well, pop goes the weasel.
That's right.
I got my popping done. So, here we go. Yeah, Phil and I are having a good day. Well, I'm having a good day.
Yeah, I'm not having a good day.
I don't know if Phil's having a good day. Hopefully, you know, it'll get better because it's already 1:15 here. He should be having a good day by now. Okay, so now, like I said, I'm using a white cell activator. And I usually don't do that. Now, see, you're making a face already, see? You want me to go back to the black, don't you?
I think I really do. Simply because of the Payne's gray base, I just think you have some black cell activator.
That's what I'm telling you. That's what I'm telling you.
Yeah, I think the black would be better than
I
that.
always tell you, I should go, you know, with my gut because, I mean, that doesn't mean that we can't put a couple swipes of white in there, but
No, I don't like it when there's...
it's going to turn gray, and I don't like that. So, okay, we're just going to do this. We're going to go back to plan 1 like Kathy always does.
I didn't have to twist your arm too much to get you to use that
Of
black,
course
did
not.
I?
Of course not. And there's your phone, Phil.
There's my phone.
Okay, so now we're on to the swipe.
I got a piece of advice for everybody.
What? Turn your phone off.
No, if you get something on your phone that says, would you like to know the new lowest rates for mortgages? And I thought, oh, what the heck? I'm not really planning on refinancing or anything, but I thought, I want to see what the mortgage rates are because they keep saying they're at record lows on TV. So, of course, I poke in a little bit of information. We've been getting phone call after phone call, text after text, night and day from all these mortgage companies. I haven't answered to one of them, but I learned my lesson. Do not answer any of those come-ons.
I said to Phil, why am I getting all these emails with lenders? I go, what did you do something? He goes, oh yeah, you know, I just wanted to see where the rates are now because they say they're so low. I am so sick of getting all these messages. So don't do it. Do not do it.
Rates are pretty low, though. Actually,
Well, they might be.
it is almost worthwhile refinancing, but I'm not going to go through all that rigmarole, paperwork, and all that stuff. So,
Well,
anyways, getting back on track, Kathy is starting the process of swiping. She uses just plain old playing cards, puts the cell activator on the back, which is simply black paint and Floetrol, and lightly swipes it across the top of the drizzled paints and pigments. And this is exactly what's supposed to happen. You're supposed to get a lot of cells of all different colors.
and that's what we're doing.
That's what we're doing. That's what we're trying to accomplish.
Through your foggy brain today.
Yes.
Hey, you said that pretty good, though.
For those of you who have seen some of the past colored base videos, you kind of realize that you really don't see that colored base while she's doing it while the paint is wet. For some reason, the color base doesn't really show up and tint the whole painting until it's drier. So
It's beautiful then.
yeah, it really gives it a nice different look to the whole composition of the painting to have that tinted base coming through. So it's a pretty cool way of adding some different techniques to your paintings.
So far, I'm kind of anxious to see how this is going to look because I can see that purple base coming up through it too.
Yeah, there is some areas of purple that are coloring the cells, and I think that's going to be kind of neat.
I do too. I'm getting pretty excited now. Oh, look at that turquoise. Oh, wow. Turquoise is one of my favorites. I love turquoise. I think this is going to be really, really pretty.
Exactly.
I can already see it.
Exactly.
And see, I'm telling you, it's what's making it just so pretty is my black cell activator.
That's right. That's right. I just want to take a second while Kathy's doing a few more swipes to kind of show you what you can get through Redbubble. These two pillows here were purchased through Redbubble, and these are designs from one of Kathy's coasters. So we have about 30 different designs of images from Kathy's paintings on paintings and coasters and so forth, and you can actually pick a design or an image to put on, pillows, hats, dresses, pants, backpacks, cups.
You just put something on there with for puzzles.
Yeah, puzzle. Yeah, you can get a 500-piece puzzle, a 1,000-piece puzzle made out of her images. It's really, really cool. And we ordered those pillows because we wanted to see the quality, and we were very happy with the quality of the pillows that they sent us.
Well, I like them because you can take them off and you can wash them.
Yes.
A lot of pillows you can't get off. They have a really nice hidden zipper on them, and you can wash them, which is really great.
Right. People have bought face masks from Redbubble with Kathy's images on them. Sweatshirts, hoodies.
Phone cases.
And it's just kind of fun to kind of go through and see all the different products. Oh yeah, phone cases too, that you can get the images on. And her type of images really work well on especially clothing products.
Yeah, they're really neat. You can get comforters, bath mats.
Right. I'll have a link in the description of this video to take you directly to her Redbubble shop, which is called KATHLEENLTD. But that'll take you directly there. You don't have to remember that. And just have a fun perusing through there.
Yeah, there's a lot of neat things that you can get.
And while I was babbling on, Kathy did finish. I think you're finished. You have a few what we call rivers. We'll explain those.
Well, I was going to leave those.
You're going to leave those? Okay.
Yeah, because they're not really that big.
Okay. See this area here, it doesn't have a lot of cells in it. That black area there, we call those rivers. Sometimes Kathy repairs them, and sometimes she doesn't, depending on her whim, I guess. But
what I feel like I'm doing.
This is what the swiped canvas should look like.
So
now you're ready to do a little wrecking with a stick, and you're using a pointed stick today.
This is like a skewer.
A skewer, okay.
Now you can use a skewer. You can use the
popsicle stick.
The tongue suppressant.
Don't gag me with that now.
You can use this littler one. It's to kind of like do whatever.
Yeah.
Put lipstick on.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you can use any single thing that you think. Some people have used combs before.
Exactly.
So,
now,
whatever you want to use.
Explain the dragging technique to me. Are you trying to get down to the canvas, or are you trying to lightly drag the stick?
Actually, it's up to you what you want to do. If you want to bring more of your base color up into your design, go down to touch your canvas. If you don't want to bring your base color up, try not to touch your canvas. I do both.
You do,
so,
yes. Yes.
I like both, so it's totally up to you. But as you
Okay.
can see, the cells are all here. They're not going nowhere. They're just going to expand. So if you do your drizzle along the sides real close to the they're going to be gone.
Yeah.
So you don't want to do that. You do not want to do that. So I'm just going to do my little drizzle here today and see what happens.
You're not doing the drizzle, you're doing the wreck.
I mean the wreck.
Neither of our brains are working 100% today, Kathy. I don't know. It's one of those days. Now, this is what that wreck is supposed to do. It's supposed to make it nice and kind of frilly and wispy and flowery as you go through. As you can see, Kathy, how she does it.
Yeah, this is one of my favorite parts. I love doing this.
You want to have You want to add interest to the painting, but you don't want to overdo it because you don't want the dragging lines to be the focal point. You want them just to enhance the actual painting.
Okay, I'm going to do one here and one there, and I'm done.
Okay.
That'll be off anyways.
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
So there's my design. You can make your design any way you want. Now, people have asked me, why don't you do a design of a heart? Why don't you do a design of a diamond? It's not going to hold up. It's going to expand. You're never going to see it as a heart. You won't see it as a diamond. You won't see it as a tree. Whatever you draw in here, you're not going to see it.
Because the spinning is going to distort it.
It will.
But I'm going to just recap what you've done. You
Okay.
started off with a colored base.
Correct.
Okay.
Then what I did was I made a colored base, but a drizzled colored base on top of my colored base.
Of a different color.
Then I did my normal drizzles.
With the paints and the pigments.
Correct. Then I did my swipe with my cell activator. Then I just did my wrecking. And now you know I have to add my abracadabra magic spell that I cast on. So abracadabra, you know you got to show me what you got, baby.
That's a very important step right there.
Exactly. And now we're going to do the spinneroo. So, are you ready, Phil?
I'm ready.
Okay, here we go. Oh, baby.
Oh, that's
Oh,
looking,
is this pretty?
that's
I'm going to go
okay,
the other way.
All right.
I got to get a little paint off. Not much. Oh, is this pretty?
Oh, that turned
Oh,
out beautiful.
is this pretty?
That turned out beautiful.
Oh my gosh. Oh yeah, baby, I am so excited. Okay, as you can see, that purple came up. Your Payne's gray came up as your base. The purple is the other base drizzle on top of the Payne's gray base. That is coming up through it. You can see all of my colors in here. I mean, I don't believe there's not one color that you can't see.
The yellow, the green, and the pink is in there.
The blue, the cobalt blue, the jasmine, the coral, the kiwi, the Rustoleum.
A little bit of that. I
Bronze
can see a little bit
is
of
a
that.
little bit right
Little
in
bit,
here.
yeah. Shows up here and there.
You can see every color. I'm glad I did it though with the black cell activator because it just makes your colors pop. They just pop.
Right. And
So.
I want to mention that the reason Kathy uses so many colors, in this case 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10 or 11 colors she had, is you want the colors, and that's what the drizzle does, all over the canvas. So you don't have a bunch of one color in any one spot, and that just gives it a very vibrant, colorful effect. And then you have the wrecking that gives you sort of a flowery effect up through the middle of the canvas. So.
And if you look at this, when I wrecked this, I came down, but look at how it made it a whole different thing.
Well,
like this one, it expanded into a different shape.
Right.
So, I mean, you can make any shape you want. It's going to expand in the shape it wants to. You can't control it because the spin does it.
That's correct. That is correct.
You cannot control your wrecking shapes. So,
And what the spin does basically is it expands these cells, which are much bigger than when originally swiped, and it expands the wrecking lines. That's what the spin does, and that's why the spin is so important.
and you don't want to spin it real fast, and you don't want to spin it real slow. It takes a little practice, but once you start spinning, you'll know what you want. So if you like this, give me a thumbs up, because this was a whole new experiment with a double
Base.
like drizzle thing.
No, a double base drizzle, a
Right.
main base and then a drizzle base.
Right. So it was a new experiment, and I think it turned out great because I can see both colors coming up through my canvas. So if you like it, give me a thumbs up, share it if you'd like. Please subscribe to our channel. We'd love to have you join our family. If you are a subscriber, thank you very much.
Oh.
And what, Phil?
No, we're fine. We're good. We're good, thanks.
So hit the bell so that you'll be notified every single time Phil uploads a video. And until the next time, you never know what I'm going to do. You never know what I'm going to do. So I hope everybody stays healthy. You have a wonderful day, and I will see you soon. Bye.
Let's take another tour of this. This turned out really good. Let's start with, and then and the black cell activator. I'm glad you used that because that defines the edges of the cells so well.